Sup, guys? How's it going? I just realized I'm like scrambling. Fuck off, controller. Scrambling to try to set this up as I had to update FIFA before I could start the stream. So that was fun. That's why it got delayed a little bit, but we're ready, sort of. We're kind of ready. I don't know if we're actually going to do anything. Finish Outlast. Yeah, how about hell no? Hell no. Hells to the no. I don't know if we're not going to do anything. I wasn't sure that was actually going to load the game on the stream. Okay, we're not actually going to do anything in FIFA today. We're just getting the people set up to be in charge of the teams, and I think that's it. This isn't going to be the actual save file that we use, because I haven't set up any of the stadium names or anything like that, and I might still add some players into the game that aren't currently there. For example, if we look at the Sounders, we don't have Danny Leva. No, we don't. So, yeah, I'll definitely add him to the Sounders, and maybe some other players as well, some younger players that haven't been added to the game. I don't understand how we can have Ocampo Chavez, and he's only played for the Sounders, like, for the senior team, what, 2 or 3 times last year? Danny Leva started the opening game for the Sounders. Like, how is he not in FIFA? I don't understand that at all. But, yeah, we might, nope, João Paulo still doesn't have a face. Sick. Not that it matters, he's kind of trash anyway. Like, in 2 games in real life, I have not been impressed with João Paulo. And he's a DP, so that's going to be good times for me. But anyway. Brad Evans? Yeah, I think instead of, like, making myself the manager this time. Why can't I go back? Did my controller disconnect again? Hello? Controller? Yeah, are you good, controller? Hello? Controller? Seriously? There we go. Yeah, I did make Brad Evans the coach. I was saying, I think instead of making myself the coach, I'll just use, like, Club Legend. I was going to do Zach Scott, you know, Mr. Sounder, but I love Brad Evans. He's one of my favorite former Sounders, man. I got to roll with Brad Evans. I was between Zach Scott, Brad Evans, and Roger Levesque, and I was like, nah, it's got to be Brad Evans. It just does. It just does. All right, so we have to set this thing up. I'm going to try to set my controller. Nope, it just disconnects every time. I just need to buy a wired controller. That's going to drive me freaking insane. Okay. So for this, let me just pull this over here so I can see it and the chat at the same time. João Paulo was great in CCL. Yeah, against a Honduran team. Like, yay. He hasn't done shit in 2 games in MLS. I can sign any superstar player. Not any superstar. Still needs to be somewhat within reason. But I'll let you go a little bit outside the boundaries for your superstar, for a designated player. Okay, couldn't remember for a second. So I don't know. I just don't like it. He should be in the game, and he will be in the game. I'm gonna put him in. Just I haven't got to that yet. I'm related to Roger Levesque. Are you really? That's pretty cool, Alex. My guy. Newest member to the channel. What team do you want to take control of? If you want to. I'm assuming you do. So, let me know right now. Let me lock you in for a team before we get into opening this up to a couple of other people. I'm not sure how many we're going to take initially, but we will open it up to a few more outside of just the members. For some reason, FIFA won't add players until they're 17. Man, I don't know. This is weird. Same situation with Busio last year. Didn't have him until May. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. Busio wasn't in there. Michael, my guy, tell me what team you want to use. So the teams, we can just go over the teams real quick. The people that already have teams locked up. We have DC United being controlled by Tim Woods. We have Orlando with Sean, who is here. Sean is here. Everyday in VA is going to take control of Columbus. I think. He said he was like between Chicago and Columbus. I think he locked in on Columbus, but I'll see if he wants to stick with that. That's the Eastern Conference so far. In the West, we have Portland being controlled by Reese. Or fucking Portland. Sporting Kansas City with Nathan, and Minnesota, of course, with Spidey. So every other team is open, other than those 6. Every other team. Don't pick the Galaxy, please. I wanted someone to take Portland. I want someone to make Portland good. I want to have good derby matches with Portland. If you saw the Rangers' career, I slapped Celtic almost every time I played them. It's not as much fun. I want to have difficult games against my rivals. So if someone takes the LA Galaxy, great. And we already got someone to take Portland. Just waiting on Michael to choose his team. Miami and Nashville. Yeah, they're not in. They're not in FIFA. They won't be in FIFA most likely until next year. Or until like the summer when EA get bored and they're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Jamone, Michael. What team you want, man? Reese is already doing Portland. Unless Reese wants to switch. Because I know, Reese, you were between a couple of teams. So if you want to switch right now, you can. If you want Michael to do Portland, let me know. Let me know. Just need to make that smaller. There we go. Now I can see the screen. Stamp controller disconnecting and reconnecting every 2 seconds. It's a joke. I don't care about emails. Why do I care about emails? Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You already made your whole listing. Okay, so Michael, you want Philly then? You can have Philly. Philadelphia Union. I'm having the most difficult time spelling Michael in my life. Like, I have no idea how that got so difficult. Philadelphia Union. All right. Okay. No idea what time. I think he's still doing his Romanian league. If you're talking about Tomahawk, yeah, he's doing his Romanian league right now. At least he did. He was when I was looking, or when I was watching it, like 20 or so minutes ago. Okay, so I mean, we could take a look at the teams, but again, the rosters are subject to change as it is. Where is I do want to look at a couple of things. So, like, where's the boy Zimmerman? Walker Zimmerman is not in FIFA? Hello? Okay, never mind. I thought they would take them and put them on teams, but I guess they don't. So, yeah, that's, huh. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. Okay, so we have 7 teams. I was gonna cap it at 8 to start just for season 1, and I think I'm gonna open it up to 10. I think we'll start with 10 teams for season 1, just because I wasn't expecting as many members as we had. So, I think we'll open it up to 10 teams. So I need 3 more teams for this first season, preferably 1 in the East and 2 in the West. Just to keep it even, keep it balanced between the East and the West. 5 in the East, 5 in the West. And the reason I'm capping it kind of low to start off with is I just don't know how this is going to go. I've never done this kind of a thing before. I don't know if anyone has. And there's going to be things that pop up, and the fewer teams that I have to deal with to resolve those initial issues, the better it will be. And then after season 1, once we kind of find a rhythm and kind of see how things are going to go, then we'll open it up to more teams. Probably not like the entire league in season 2, but probably see how things go. If it goes well, we'll expand it by more in season 2. So, with that said, I'm gonna the initial group that I'm gonna pick right now. The next 3 people are gonna be people that I see in the chat a lot, that I see commenting on videos a lot, just because I want to know that they're always engaged, because I'm gonna need your guys' feedback to make this thing work. So if I know that you've been engaged and you're there for a long time, then I'm a little bit more confident and a little bit more trustworthy, or a little more willing to trust that you'll be be responsive and take part as I hope you will. So with that being said, scroll through the chat. Actually, everyone, if you want a team, just type it one time in the chat right now, and that way I can go through and see what team you want and pick 3 people to take those teams. I'm gonna jot down names as I see them, and then I will narrow them down to 3. Okay. Did Tim post his team in the chat? Yeah, Tim got a team, bro. As a matter of fact, I think you were the first team that I locked in for this thing, so. Let's have someone be Houston so Nathan and I can kick their butts. Houston would be a difficult one because they just have nothing there, man. I mean, they have good players, but it's like they have no. I think it's more of like a culture thing with Houston. Like, it's just the culture's not there. Hey, what's happening, Viz? What's going on, man? How many? There just seem to be like a quite an influx in. Holy Lord! Okay. So one more time before I pick these final 3 people. This is what's going on, in case you just joined, because it seemed like quite a few people did. For the next career mode series on this channel, I'm going to be doing an MLS career. I will be controlling the Sounders, as you can probably figure out. I didn't even do a Sounders career last year. That was the first time in any FIFA that I didn't touch the Sounders, which hurt my soul. But, you know, other things had to be done. But for the next series, we will be in MLS. I will be the Sounders, but I'm going to allow other people to give their input on certain teams. So they will basically take control of that team and control the transfers for that team in an effort to make MLS a little bit more competitive so that the teams around the league don't just, you know, let their players walk for free. I'm not going to allow that to happen either way, but this also gives some select teams to start off with a chance to bring in good players and keep that competitive balance and keep raising the bar for MLS. And throughout this series, the level, like I always set the designated player level, like set it at a certain wage. Anyone making that much money or more is a designated player. Throughout this series, that level will raise so that some players that were a designated player will no longer be a designated player. And that's in an effort to, again, keep raising the bar and keep getting better and better players into MLS. So one person will control one team, and that's what we're doing right now. We have 7 teams locked in. I'm going to start with 10 teams total in the first season. So I'm just picking 3 more people to control teams for season number 1 right now. So after this, I will probably set up the career today and then start recording it tomorrow. So as soon as this is done, start getting your short lists together for those that have teams in season 1, and then just, you know, you can post it in the comments of when this goes up as a video, or you can send them to me on Twitter. Either way, doesn't really matter. And the link for my Twitter is in the description below. So, yeah. And also, oh, that's the one other thing I forgot to do. Stupid, huh? I forgot to post the link for shit. Hold on. I forgot to post the link for the MLS Career Mode Twitter. So you can give that a follow. And on that Twitter account, I will... What in the world did I just do? There we go. On that Twitter account, I'll be posting things like updates, like if you know, derby matches for other teams around the league that take place during my recordings, because you won't always see those in the recordings themselves, otherwise the recordings would be just way too long. But I'll keep you guys up to date via that Twitter account on things like that, and any big moves that you guys make for your teams, new DPs joining the league. So basically it's going to be an MLS league newsfeed, but for our league. So that should be pretty interesting. I will post that in there as well. There we go. Hopefully that, let me double check to make sure that updated. Give me a second. Come on. And yeah, okay. So if you refresh it, it should be down in the description below as well. So you can give that a follow. Like I said, just news and things from around the league throughout the seasons that we do. All right. Tell my what? Dog Poppy to shut the fuck up. Poppy! Shut up, man! We're trying to take care of business here. All right. Yeah, well, we'll go over like the rules for signings and things like that after we pick these teams. So, Tim, thank you for posting it in the chat. That's the MLS career Twitter. I don't know why I didn't just post it in the chat. Why didn't I post it in the chat? I don't freaking know. Here, I'll post it one more time since that was a good idea. I have it copied already. I don't know why. Yeah, that was dumb. All right, so is there anyone else in here? that posted a team that I didn't see before, I think. I think everyone's posted a team. And Miami and Nashville are not in here. They're not in FIFA, so there's nothing I can do about that. All right. I'm gonna have to cut some people that don't want to, that want some teams. I've got a list of like 6 people. We'll have to cut that down to 3. We're gonna start with 10 teams, like I said, so we need 3 more people. This is tough, man. This is tough. I might just make this like a random wheel, so I don't actually have to choose, because these are all 6 of these names. Yeah, I think we're gonna spin a wheel. It's gonna have to go like this. I don't want to have to choose. All 6 of these people are deserving of a team. So let me make this wheel real quick, and we'll spin the wheel. 6 names for 3 spots. Because it just wouldn't be really fair for me to just choose them. So we'll spin the wheel. Let fate take the wheel. All right. Here we go. All right, can I possibly, let me move this. Let me move this. Let me one sec. Get this all set up so we can spin this thing. Let's see. And the hell did what did I just put in there? Okay. What in the hell is going on with my face cam in the okay, well, it's not exactly what I was expecting, but sure, it works. It works. So, for this, we have Alex French, Colin Whitehead, ZRC, Tome T, Junior, and Sounders Forever. So, I don't know. I'm actually going to spin this wheel. Does this work on there? I don't think it does work. That actually just didn't work. Give me 1 second. The wheel just didn't freaking work. Can I go to I know I could do that. I think I had a wheel in here. Why is this not working? It's pissing me off. Here, go to that. You can look at nothing for a second. No idea why that didn't work. I need this. This is what I needed. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I think now we're good. Here, let's zoom in a little bit on this. Yes. Okay. Okay. This will work now. I think this is gonna work now. You guys good? Alright. Now we're ready. Spin the wheel. The first name for the final 3 spots. Yeah, Colin, Sean has Orlando. Sounders Forever. you have a spot for season number 1. Let me know what team you want to do. Sounders Forever has the 8th spot for season 1. Make me reinstall Twitter. It's the easiest thing to do. Sorry, man. All right, Sounders Forever, let me know what team you want to take control of for season 1. I think you said Colorado, right? I mean, I'm assuming Sounders would be your first choice, but obviously that ain't gonna happen. So I think you said Colorado, but definitely put it back in the chat so I know which team you're gonna take. For the 9th spot in season number... Oh, wait, hold on. No. All right, there we go. Now, for the 9th spot. I had to get rid of Sounders Forever from the list. Okay. Colorado. Okay, I got you, Sounders Forever. Here we go. For the spot number 9, we have... Oh, it's Junior. Junior has spot number 9. Alex was that close. That close. Okay, let me write in Sounders Forever. He's taking the Western spot. So we have a spot in the East and a spot in the West still open. Sounders Forever. I'm not going to say that I just misspelled Sounders, but that might have happened. My bad. I know how to spell my own team. Shut up. All right, let me get rid of ESJ. Junior Solis is out of the wheel now. Junior's got spot number 9. 2 spots. You've got a 1 in 4 chance. Or no, there's 1 spot, not 2 spots. There's a 1 in 4 chance you'll get the last spot. It's between ZRC, Tomati. I don't know how to say that. Alex French and Colin Whitehead. The one that didn't count at the beginning. That was a test spin, all right? It was a test spin to see if it was spinning on the screen. All right, here we go. The last spot. Oh, God, Junior Sleaze took the Galaxy. I'm dead. The last spot goes to Tomty. Tomty has the last spot. Fuck's sake. Oh, wait. Junior Solis will take LA Galaxy. Oh, whoops. I misspelled Galaxy. Spelled it Bitches. Sorry, hold on. Galaxy. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Just natural reaction. My bad. Tommy, but I'm Portuguese. Okay. All right, so Tommy. The Revs. Okay, you do want an Eastern Conference team. Let's say if you do want a Western Conference team, you could wait till season 2, and I'll guarantee you a spot at season 2 if you want a Western team, and I'll give the other one to someone that wants an Eastern spot. But if you want an East, you want the Revs, then you can have New England Revolution. All right. So the final roster for season 1, we're going to have DC United, Orlando City, I almost just call them Orlando FC, Orlando City, Columbus Crew, Philadelphia Union, and New England Revolution. In the West, we have Portland, Sporting Kansas City, Minnesota, Colorado, and LA Galaxy. How did I end up with Portland and LA being controlled in season 1? I feel like I played myself here. I'm going to make a separate list down here called season 2. And I will lock in ZRC, Colin Whitehead, and Alex French. You guys will guarantee have a spot in season 2. And I let everyone in if I could for season 1. Hold on, let's go back to this other thing, because get rid of the wheel. Get rid of the wheel. There we go. All right, piss off, wheel. You've done your damage. Holy crap, so many people just followed that MLS career account. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. I lost my chat now. I got too many things going on at once. Too many windows open at the same time. Get rid of that. Let me just sort everything out. Okay. All right. No New York teams? No New York teams. Not yet. Not yet. Not quite yet. Maybe in season 2. Maybe in season 2. All right, see you later, Colin. I'm sorry I didn't get one, man. Sorry you didn't get one. Ethan, no one took Vancouver. That is another team I'd like to see someone take as well. But the teams are locked for season 1. The teams are locked for season 1. 10 teams is where we're gonna set the limit. If I knew exactly what was gonna happen, you know, as far as things that are gonna pop up and throw things out of whack, any speed bumps along the way, I would just open it up and have all the teams controlled right off the bat. But because this is the first time, I'm gonna limit it and just make sure everything goes smoothly. We work out the kinks in season 1, so. It may be a blessing that you're not involved in season 1 if you're not, because this could be a bumpy first season. So, all right. All right. So, for the signings for your teams, we're still going to abide by the 3 designated players, obviously. I really should have wrote these rules down. That would have been really, really smart. I also, before we get into the rules, we should take a little bit of a vote here. Should we start this career at the beginning, just a fresh, brand new career, straight out of the box? So for MLS, that would mean we start at the beginning of last season. Or do you want me to sim through the first season so we can start like at the current time? So start of 2020 season. Because I'm still on the fence a little bit about it. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I'm not really sure how we're gonna have that happen. Sim season 1. I think it would be kind of nice starting 2020. Yeah. All right. So after this stream, a little bit later today, might do a little bit of a live stream to sim through season 1. I don't think I'll play any games. I will, and don't even start it. Okay. I am gonna make the Sounders the champions of 2019 because that's where they were in real life. That will mean I have to redo the allocation order for the first actual season that we do, but that's fine. It doesn't take that long to do that. So, yeah, we'll sim through season 1, and so that means so we can fully understand. So 2019, this whole first season, we're gonna sim through it, the whole thing. Sounders will be champions. Gotta have the 2-time champs, okay? And then, so we'll start the actual career mode, not in 2018, not that, in January of 2020. So it'll be as current as possible. Okay, so, for the rules, for you guys to transfer, for transferring in players, we're still going to have the 3 designated player rule. Let's actually take a look at, I haven't actually figured out quite what we're gonna set the wage limit at to make, to determine designated players. We have, so two of my designated players are 13 and 14K in FIFA. Doesn't mean much. Those wages are nowhere near what they actually make. My other designated player is at 7K. And I'm going to adjust the wages for all of the designated players in the league before we start the career to make sure that the real life designated players are reflected in your teams. So right now, my designated players theoretically would be Yamar, Rui Diaz, and Ladero, when in real life, my third designated player should be João Paulo. So I'll bump João Paulo up probably to around... I'm not sure. 13, 14... Might make it 12? 12K? 12K per week? I might have to bump open a SoFIFA window right now just to look at wages in MLS. Let's see here. Leagues. Major League Soccer. Wages. Preferably wages in English, or not in English, in US dollars would be preferable here. All right, wages. And it took... Nothing wants to be my friend today. Okay, back to MLS. So the top earner in FIFA is Carlos Vela at 19,000. Joseph Martinez makes 17,000. Nani makes 15. Valeri makes 14, but he's not even a DP anymore, is he? I don't think he is. I think Portland paid down his wages with targeted allocation money. 14. Okay, there's only a few players. Jesus, I'm going to have to set it at like 10K. There's not very many people making... Okay, instead of looking at who is actually, who makes the most money, maybe we should look at the rest of them. Ha! It says Michael Bradley's making $9,000 per week. What a joke. 8K. A lot of people on 8 or 9,000. Okay, seems like the majority of like the players just below designated player value make around 7 to 9,000. So I think we'll set the designated player cap. That's tough. That's really tough. I think I'll set it at 12,000. We'll start it at 12,000, and I'll adjust all of, like I said, I'll adjust all of the designated players to reflect, what they should be in the game. So real life designated players will be your designated players to start their career, and I'll adjust them so that they're not all making like exactly 12K. So if they're making below 12K, I won't just bump them up to that. I'll kind of stagger it a little bit, because like I said, I also... every once in a while we'll raise the designated player value up so that, so say we started at $12,000 per week in wages is a designated player, and someone's making 13K, so that would make them a DP. Maybe after season 2, we bump the designated player value cap up to 14K. So all of a sudden, the player making 13,000 is no longer a DP, and it opens up a designated player spot. And again, that's to keep raising the league, raising the bar of the league, keep getting better and better players in. That's kind of the whole point. I mean, that's kind of what MLS is trying to do. It's just taking a while to do it. So we're going to work on a little more of I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. We're going to work on a little bit more of a quicker scale. I can't think of the word. Whatever. We're going to work a little quicker than MLS in real life. No targeted allocation money players. Just DPs and non-DPs. Again, we're trying to keep it simple. The more people I have involved in this league, the more complicated it's going to get for me to run the league itself. So I can't be having like targeted allocation money players and general allocation money and all of that kind of stuff. Just DPs, non-DPs. So the list that you're going to send me if you're running a team is going to be just a list of, maybe 4 to 5 designated players if you have a designated player spot open. that you want me to try to take a look at for your team. And I will pick out of those players one for you to sign that I think makes the most sense. And, or basically, I mean, put them in order of the list you want to get them, okay? You know, the one you want the most to the one that, you know, you would like, but you'd want the ones above them first. If you, that makes sense. So a list of potential designated players, and then a list of, you know, just some roster players. Maybe your team is weak at left back. You want to sign like a 70 overall left back that's not going to be a designated player. Something like that. Show my list. You're testing the limits of how I can do this. Oh god, I'm signed into the I'm signed into the MLS career account on Twitter. I'm not even in the right account anymore. Hold on, I can switch quickly. I got this down to a science now, boys. We're good. Wait, I have it. I have the picture. Nah, fuck it. So just a few names. You know, it doesn't have to be a long, gigantic list. Reese sent me a fucking book of players. Like, it's gonna take me all fucking night to go through that list. Put my main players in bold. Or that. Yeah. And again, I'm gonna try to keep it realistic. So keep the players you want, your short lists realistic. Don't go putting, you know, Neymar on there, because you're not going to get Neymar. It's just going to be wasting your time and mine. So don't put Neymar on your list. Or Mbappe, or anyone else. Jason Punchin. You can have Jason Punchin if you want. I think that's unrealistic going the other way. Nobody wants fucking Jason Punchin. And also, like I said, keeping it realistic, also in a sense of, like, if you sign a big designated player, you're probably not going to get that many more players that season. Maybe one or two squad players. Maybe not even like another starting caliber player. Because in MLS, teams don't generally sign more than 2 or 3 players per season. And definitely not more than maybe 1 or 2 starting caliber players per season. So keep that in mind when you send me the list for each transfer window. I think I'm going to go with like 2 maybe players in the off-season transfer window. So in January, allow teams to sign maybe 2 or 3 players, and then in the summer transfer window, maybe 1 or 2 players. So maximum per season, maybe 5. Ronaldo to LAFC. I mean, that's not as far-fetched as you would think. Ronaldo, that one could be like Spidey Bat, the Ballon d'Or club member. If you wanted Ronaldo, given Ronaldo's links to MLS, and considering that we're going to be going in the 2020 season, Ronaldo's going to be... Hold on, we can take a look. How old is Ronaldo going to be? So I'm thinking that could be a superstar. He'll be 34. I mean, and he's 93 overall. If he wanted Cristiano Ronaldo, I'd let him have it. If you want Cristiano Ronaldo as your superstar, you can have it. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by the Ballon d'Or club member, you can just check my Twitter. That's too hard to explain. If you become a member, you get an automatic spot in the league. You can automatically get a team to control. As Spidey Bat, Michael Miller, and Everyday in VA, those 3 are members, so they automatically got a spot. But Spidey Bat went to the top tier of the members list and joined the Ballon d'Or club, so he gets an extra perk of signing a superstar player in this series. You want Ronaldo? You're gonna lock in Ronaldo as your superstar? Fuck's sake, the Western Conference is in trouble. He's adding Ronaldo to the Loons. I'm slightly terrified of that. What? Vancouver's done it twice? What are you talking about? But he won't go to the Loons? Hey, I say where he goes, okay? I'm the captain now. He's linked to MLS. He's linked to a team that isn't in FIFA, so he can't go to the team he wants to go to. So I say he gets to go to Minnesota. All right? So we covered the designated players. Kind of the style of shortlist I'm expecting, or the ones I want you to send me. Just a couple of designated player ideas, and some squad fillers, and maybe some starters that are non-designated player value, and then keeping it realistic. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something. We can sign Miami players since they aren't in the game. If they're not actually on the rosters, it doesn't look like Walker Zimmerman is even in FIFA, so there would be no way to sign him. I think these are the rosters we're going to start this career with as well. Other than maybe me adding in some younger players. So take a look at your squads. Go on FIFA if you're controlling a team. Look at the squads and see if there's someone in real life that's in your team that's not in your squad currently. And let me know, because then I can add them in for you. Subscribers can join next season. Yeah, I'll be taking more subscribers next season. So right now I have... Where the hell is my list? Oh, it's on the other screen. Got it. So right now... Oh, I forgot to put this asterisk by Michael. Okay. So right now we have 3 people that are members that are controlling a team. 3 people that are subscribers that I just added today. And then the rest of them are people that I handpicked prior to starting the career. Messi is linked. He is. I mean, so is Griezmann and Neymar, but out of those 3 plus Ronaldo, I think Ronaldo's the one that's closer to actually joining. Not that I think he's ever actually going to, but I mean, he's been linked. So, Can you create Zimmerman with actual stats that he had in the game? If he's... I mean, I guess I could, yeah. I suppose I could. I mean, that's a bit of a pain in the ass to do, but... Hold on, where is... Hold on. Actually, I want a new window for this. I'm going to keep that page open so I can see the wages and stuff. This controller connecting and disconnecting is going to drive me insane. So Zimmerman was 74 overall with 76 potential. Wait, it says he's in FIFA 20. I don't see him in here. Are you sure? Ah. Well, as it turns out, like, when was that? Like February 24th, he got taken out. So he's not in there anymore, but I mean, I could recreate him. I suppose. Let me see what it says his team is. Oh, free agent. Ah. What's the other player that signed for Miami that's going to be a free agent? Messi to Sporting Kansas City. Messi's going to Argentina. Yeah, I feel like Messi is much more likely to go back to, was it Old Boys or whatever? Newell's Young Boys, Old Boys or Young Boys? Some boys team, I don't freaking know. Whatever team he started with, I can't remember what it's called. Pizarro, that's the one. Rodolfo Pizarro. So I'm assuming... Oh, God, I somehow typed Pizarro in the middle of Walker Zimmerman's name, so now Zimmerman is Zimmer Pizarro Man. Holy crap. Wait, how do you... Did I just misspell Pizarro? Is Pizarro not even in the game? Is that how you... Are you sure that's how you spell Pizarro? Oh, it's Pizarro. I gotcha. Yeah, Pizarro got taken out the 24th as well, so he's not in the game. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. At 25 years old. And he's 77 rated with 80 potential. Dude, Miami signed a banging player. Damn. Newell's old boys. I knew it was old boys, young boys, something like that. Instagram, yeah. I don't have Instagram opened up right now, so I can't look at it right now. So I can add Zimmerman, and I can add Pizarro. How am I going to do that, though? I could add them to teams outside of the league, and then if you want them, you can put them on your list to sign, and they'll just go through an allocation order, as to see who signs them. Or I can add them to teams. I can add them randomly to teams in the league as designated players. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that. I think I'll add them to teams outside of the league. So I'll probably add them to teams in like Mexico. Let's put them in Mexico. We'll put Pizarro back in Mexico. We'll move Zimmerman down there with him, and then if you want to sign them from there, you can put them on your short lists. And if more than one person wants them, which I'm assuming is going to happen, then they'll go through the allocation order. The allocation order. I did forget about that. So since we're going to sim all of the first season, all of the 2019 season, so the past season where we start, I will then generate an allocation order based off of the results of that season. So, like I said, Seattle will remain the champions as they did in real life. So Seattle, my team that I'm going to control, will be at the bottom of the allocation order. The team that we play in the final will be second to bottom of the allocation order, all the way up to the team that finished the worst in the league. They'll have the top spot in the allocation order. And if they do end up making an allocation claim, like more than one person wants a player, and it has to go to the allocation, or it has to go to the allocation order, then the team that gets that player will then move to the bottom of the allocation order. So that's how that's going to work. So if say Sean wants Pizarro for Orlando, and Michael wants Pizarro for Philadelphia, it would go to the allocation order. And based on the allocation order that I had set up based on real life results from last season, Sean would get him because he was third in the allocation order. So Sean would get Pizarro, and then I would move Orlando down to the bottom of the order. So that way, if he has to put in an allocation order claim next time, he would be last. So whoever would be above him would get him. And it will keep rotating if we keep having to make allocation claims. The allocation order will be based off of the season that I'm about to sim, the first season in the career. So it's not the one that I had already made, it'll be a new one. And I think that's more fair anyway, because it'll be based off of FIFA results rather than in real life results. Because sometimes teams in FIFA are way better than in real life, and vice versa, sometimes they're shit. So it's only fair that we go off of FIFA results. Pizarro should be back with Monterrey. Fine, I'll put him back with Monterrey. I think they're suing Orlando, or they're suing Miami anyway to get him back, so whatever. Did you answer my question? I don't know what your question was, Reese. What if players retire in the 2019 season? Well, that's a good question. If players do retire in this season we're going to simulate, then, well, they're gone. I don't have really a way of stopping that. Good thing I'm gonna live stream that sim. It won't take very long to do. I can force wins. I'll just simulate the season in whole, in total, and then once it comes to the playoffs, I'll just force win Seattle all the way through, and they'll be the champions. So, not a difficult thing to do. And then we'll find out who is going to be, or what the allocation order will be, and if any of your players retire, hopefully they don't. I don't know if you guys have players that are very old that are going to retire. I don't think we go back to Seattle. I don't think Seattle does. Fucking controller, please. Squad him. No, Stephen Fry's the oldest player and he's 32. Svensson's 31. Yeah, we have no one that's about to retire. The most likely candidate would have been Chad Marshall. He retired in the middle of last season, so. Does it seem like every time Seattle loses, like, a massive member of their team in the middle of the year, we win MLS Cup? Like, our first MLS Cup, Dempsey, like, ended up missing the whole second half of the season with that irregular heartbeat. And then, last season, Chad Marshall retires in the middle of the year and we win MLS Cup, which I didn't think there was any shot in hell that was going to happen. Any chance of a relegation system? No, just because I have nowhere to relegate teams to. I will say, though, if someone is controlling a team and they're not, they're not consistently giving, their input and they're not really taking part as I want them to, as I hope everyone will, I will basically fire them from their managerial duties. I'll relieve them of their duties as manager, and I'll open that team back up. And as well with the since I do have a waiting list, if that happens in season 1, either ZRC, Colin Whitehead, or Alex French, you guys will be up. So if someone doesn't fulfill their duties, I'll just strip them of their managerial duties, and I'll probably spin the wheel and message one of you guys and see if you want to take over a different team or that team. Either way, it doesn't really matter. You can take over a different team if you want to. So yeah. That way we don't have just dead weight sitting there. Since people do want to do it, I want you guys that are actually taking part to actually take part. Youth Academy. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Youth Academy and MLS Draft. That would be very, very difficult to do. Even in like a live stream, that would be difficult to do. Just generating a list of players that you could draft would be very, 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 very tricky. And time consuming, may I add. It would be very time consuming. Like, it's possible I could just take a bunch of, like, free agent players, change their name and their overall and stuff like that, and make them American if we want to, and then, put them in, like, my short list, and then have an MLS draft. The team that finished worst out of out of you guys that are controlling teams, you get the first pick. You could pick one of those players, and then we can move from there. I mean, theoretically, I think if I did it like that on a live stream, it would probably be for only just one round. You could pick one player out of the short list, because that's already going to be 10 people and 10 players that I'd have to edit and set up and get ready for that. So, and I'd probably have to do more than 10 just so that there's more variation, a more variety of, maybe I need more than one goalkeeper in that list. Maybe more than one person wants to draft a goalkeeper. So, I mean, I guess we could do it like that. Do you want to do it like that? I could just edit some players, put them in my short list, and we can have a live stream draft. And unfortunately, if you guys can't make the live stream, I will just have to auto draft for you. But, I mean, we could do it like that. Oh, yes. Another thing we need to address, for the designated players. And I will eventually, get to it and type this whole thing up and put it, probably on the MLS career page. I'll post it, like, as a picture in there, so you can just access it whenever you want to. All of these rules that we're talking about, because I know it can be a little bit confusing. And I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, but I also want to make sure that it's staying as realistic as possible with what we're trying to do. And these are the growing pains that I'm talking about. That's why we're keeping it kind of small at the beginning. But for the designated players, all of the designated players that start on your team for season 1 have to remain there at least for season number 1. at least for the first season, you have to keep your current designated players. You cannot transfer them or try to get rid of them. After season 1, any current DPs you want to sell to make room for another designated player, I will allow that. I probably won't allow you to switch more than one DP per season. And if you sign a designated player, they have to stay at your team for at least 2 seasons. That way you're not just constantly rotating designated players. Because that doesn't happen in MLS all that often. I mean, even like Giovanni Dos Santos that LA Galaxy signed didn't work out, but he was there for 2 years. So you have to keep players that you sign at least 2 seasons for designated players. And the designated players you start with, you have to keep for the first season. So if you already have 3 DPs starting season 1, welcome to my world. I have to keep João Paulo for season 1, and I have no idea where I'm at. He's probably going to be starting on the bench. I have nowhere to play him. So I'm in the same boat as you guys are. So I don't think it's unfair because I'm sitting in the same damn boat. Matt Miazga would be a designated player? Probably, yeah. We're fine without the draft? Okay. I was just trying to think of, like, I have to do, just put it in my perspective here. I have to basically, run your guys' teams, try to gather your lists and assess your teams and try to make the best possible moves that you guys want to make for your teams, plus run my own team on top of also recording and editing videos and for episodes and stuff like that, and also run like the MLS career Twitter. It's a lot to undertake, and I'm committed. I'm down to commit basically every waking moment to this, which is, I'm thinking this is what it's gonna take, but yeah, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, just to not, overextend myself, because I don't want it to become a situation where it's just too much and I can't do it, and it winds down to like one video a week maybe, or a video every other week, because I'm trying to do too much. I want to keep recording videos, but I also want to keep, the level of competition high, which is why I want to get you guys involved as well. So no draft. So instead of a draft, the only other thing I can think of is after each season, I'll have with your short list that you send me for the off-season transfer window, send me a position that you want to draft a player in, and I'll give you a youth academy player in that position. It might be a good player, it might not be a good player. That's the luck of the draft, but that's the only other way that we can do that. So yeah, so that's how we'll do it. So with your short list, send me the designated players or players that you want to try to sign. Just like in real life, not every team gets the top player they want, so you might not get the top player on your short list, but I'll do my best to get you the players that you want, and then also send me just the position that you want to draft a player in. You need a right back, just put MLS draft right back, or MLS draft goalkeeper, MLS draft left winger, or something, and I'll get you a player in that position. See, these are the little things that I know I'm not going to think of everything straight away, and I know that there's going to be issues that arise that we're going to have to fix on the fly. And the fewer teams that I have to do that for, and the fewer people I have to communicate those problems to and try to work out a resolution with, the better it will be for season 1. And once we figure out all the kinks, then we'll open it up to more people. And I probably shouldn't have done 10 teams to start out with, but I felt like there was so many people that wanted to be involved, and I want to get as many people involved as possible without killing myself in the process, basically. Do we have a draft for the 2019 season? Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do a draft for the 2019 season. So for the first short list, Send me a player, a position you want me to give you a youth academy player in. Might as well get a youngster into your team right away. Again, they might not have 80 potential. They might not even have 70 potential. They might end up turning out to only be a squad player. You know, maybe like 65 to 68 rated. Maybe not a top tier player, but you know, they won't be absolute shit. They won't be like maximum potential 40 overall. I'm not going to do you dirty like that. I might do the LA Galaxy like that, but no. I'll give you a fair shake. I'll probably randomize it for the potential though, so that I won't choose the potential because that wouldn't be fair either. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, no draft for the 2019 season. We'll do a draft player for the start of the career. So the off season before the 2020 season. Nothing for this current season that I'm about to sim. Yeah, nothing for that. Everything will start in January of 2020. That's when the career will really, really start. January 1st, 2020. So I won't make any signings in this season either. I will go with what I have, and that's it. Thomas having a laugh attack right now. I'll have to send you another vid. Yeah, Reese, could you shrink it down a little bit? There's like 50 names on that list, bro. There's no freaking way. Probably every transfer window, send me a short list. That's why it's called a short list. It's a short list of the players you're targeting for that transfer window, and I will go off of that list and try to make a signing or two for your team. You should get an editor. You gotta pay editors though, man. I don't make jack squat off of YouTube. If I was a full-time YouTuber, hell yeah, I would have an editor. Dude, all the time I could save. I mean, to be honest, it usually takes about 2 hours for the Rangers career, just a standard career mode. Takes about 2 hours to record a video, an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how many games I play. So an hour and a half to 2 hours to record, and then an hour to edit. So we're talking 2.5 to 3 hours per video. It's a lot if it's not your full-time job. I'm saying, because I have a full-time job plus that on top of it, it turns out to be a lot. I have 10 players on my list. That's quite a bit. Again, probably in the first transfer window, the off-season transfer window, you're probably going to be allowed 2 to 3 players. Mid-season transfer window, 1 to 2. I'm probably going to limit it to that because that's pretty realistic for an MLS team. A YouTube manager that runs your day? I edit on my phone. How long do you think that shit takes? Probably. I don't even want to contemplate the logistics behind editing on your phone. Oh my god, it would make it's stressing me out just thinking about it, Tim. It really is. Where are you checking the short lists? Again, you can send them. You can post it in the comments of the videos. So I'll probably stop I'll try to plan it out so that I stop right before, or I'll tell you in the video. Put your short lists in the comments below because the next episode I'll get into the transfer window. Or you can send them to me. You can send them to me on Twitter. Just tag me on Twitter, or you can send them to my normal Twitter account, or you can send them to the MLS career. Either one. So just one of those two. So in the comments or on Twitter. Either way, I'll get them. Literally a genius for that. Editing on your phone. Like, I'm getting a panic attack just thinking about how I would have to do that. Oh. All right. Have we covered everything? I think we may have. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Only been destroyed. An hour? Hour and 15 minutes? It's not bad. So after the stream, I will set up the actual save that we're going to use for this career. I will add players. So if you have any players you want to add to your teams, like I said, get on FIFA. Any players that aren't there, let me know. I can always add them later. It's not a big deal. I can just take a player from some rando team that no one's ever heard of, put that player on your team and edit him to make him that player that you want. It's not that bad. I would prefer to do it before that, but if I need to do it, I can. I'll set up the league, get the players in that we want to, get, Rodolfo Pizarro and Walker Zimmerman set up so that you guys can sign them if you want. Why do I feel like I'm going to add Pizarro and Zimmerman and nobody's going to go for them? They're just going to end up fucking around in Mexico for no reason. So I'll get that set up. I'll get the stadiums named. I think that's it. Just get the whole career set up, and then we'll be back with a live stream a little bit later today to sim the first season, set up the allocation order. It's basically going to be setting up the league part 2. Set up the allocation order, and then you guys can start assessing your teams. And, well, apparently you guys already have your short lists made, so that's good to hear. Everyone's on top of it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the Sounders because I've been too busy doing the other thing. Yeah. Like I said. So there's a lot that's going to go into this. Will you be upgrading players if they perform good? Manually upgrading the players? I don't think so. I don't think so. Just because I can't really do that for everyone else's team because I don't get to see how they play. Other than the few times a year that I play against them. Oh, is Wanyama on Montreal yet? No, I don't think he is, but I will definitely make sure that he is when I start that. Even if I forget, I can always just move him. Whoa. Nope, still at Spurs. Still at Spurs. That is a dead scary signing too. I'm glad nobody's Montreal that can utilize that bullshittery that happened. How in the hell is Victor Wanyama at Montreal? To be fair, he's only 76 rated. I mean, he's not actually. I mean, it's the style of play I'm worried about more than anything else. 20. He started FIFA 20 with a 78 rating and 79 overall. He ended FIFA 19 with 79 rated with 80 potential. Kind of fell off a little bit. Not gonna lie, Wanyama. You fell off quite a bit. 76 rated is not great, but for this, I think the style of player he is, he's gonna be just fine. DC need Higuain? Okay. Let me make a list. Let me make a list, because I could see there's players that need to be moved. I almost punched my coffee over. That would have been bad. Let's go Wanyama. Higuain. I'm gonna get Danny Leva. In time for me to watch? Depends on how long it takes for me to set up this the league. I'm hoping I can do it in under an hour. I'll take a short break for lunch, so I don't pass out, and then I'll have it going live. Powell. Who Powell? There's actually a lot of Powells. Are you talking about Elvis Powell? The hell team does he plays for Cincinnati, doesn't he? Wait, he's not in FIFA? Wait, what the hell team? Did he move? I actually don't know what team he plays for in real life. Oh, he plays for Inter. Okay. I'll have to make a different list for this. So, Powell, Zimmerman, and Pizarro. I'll add them to some teams so that you guys can get them. I don't know if anyone's going to try to get Elvis Powell, but if you do, fair play. I mean, see, the more of those players I have to join to add, though, the longer it's going to take, because I have to make those players. Those aren't just like move Wanyama to Montreal, move Higuain to DC. That's like go in, completely make a new player, and add them to the save. That takes a little while longer. But, I mean, 66 rated, 69 potential, that's like, that in my eyes, 68 to 70 is like the perfect for a left back or a right back in MLS. They're not going to be a designated player, and especially the style that he plays with speed. That's a solid, actually, it's something. Could I have a former Portland player at Seattle? I wouldn't mind me some Elvis Powell, man. I'm saying that's a good player right there. It's a good player for FIFA career mode. Let me put it that way. Wait, is Robles not at the right team? Oh, no, Robles. Hockey plays for... Now, is anyone actually going to sign Robles? Oh, is like, he's more of a... He's good in real life, not so good in FIFA. I wasn't a huge fan of him when I did the Columbus career, but, I mean, if you want him, I could add him. I'm not going to add Robles. Ain't nobody going to sign Luis Robles, man. Abu needs to be added to DC also. Damn. DC is so needy. You DM me the shortlist for the career mode? I'm assuming you sent it to the MLS career Twitter. So I'll check that in a bit. Reese Wood. Matt Reese ain't going to sign him. Who does Portland have as their goalkeeper? Come on, controller. That's it. I'm going to GameStop after the stream. I'm getting a damn wired controller. This is going to drive me fucking insane. I don't even know who the Portland goalkeeper is. Oh, it's Steve Clark. Fuck. I don't think he will. I don't think he's better than Steve Clark. He's 32. How old's Attinella? 30. I mean, I've got Stephen Fry. He's 32. Probably going to go another 2 or 3 seasons with him, maybe. Maybe 2 seasons with Stephen Fry. Might draft a goalkeeper eventually. Well, I don't know. All right, I think that we've covered everything. Steve freaking Clark and Jeff freaking Antonella. Yeah, basically. Mesut Ozil looks like he would join DC United. Hey, there you go, Tim. You get fish eyes himself. Fucking Mesut Ozil. And buy me Pokemon. Oh, buy me Pokemon Shield also. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. All right. So if that's everything, I think that is everything. We'll end the stream. That way I can start setting up the league. And then, is this thing really going to... Okay, my controller's just absolutely pissed right off. It's not going to connect to the PC anymore. It's now connected to my Xbox. Fucking thing. So yeah, we'll end the stream there. I'll set up the league. And then once that's done, I'll know when I'll be able to come back with the, sim the first season. You can, if you want to tune into that, you can. Basically just gonna be hanging out, simming some games. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Get those shortlists ready, and I'll see you guys in maybe what? I have no idea how long it's gonna take, but I'll see you guys in the next stream in maybe an hour, probably like 2 hours. I'm gonna guess 2 hours. See ya.